Hello, my name's Emma Fawcett and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator based in Newton Abbey, Belfast, Northern Ireland. Thank you so much for joining me today on Emma's Crafty Space. This is going to be a very quick tutorial because it is a very simple project, and I'm just going to show you quickly what is inside this. So I have created this little pouch. Now this pouch I think has been doing the rounds for a long time, so I just thought I would make them up because I'm actually making little gift pouches for my nieces and nephews at the moment. So I've enclosed money in this one, but you could put in gift cards as well, because they also fit into it too. It is very quick and simple. The DSP that I've used is the Heartwarming Hugs Designer Series paper, and I'll just give you a wee quick flick of all the different patterns there is in this. I absolutely love it, but I think it's the colours, because to me they are just traditional Christmas colours. And then you've got your stripes, you've got your polka dots with little stars on them, and like obviously then your checkers as well. But to me it just screams Christmas, so it really is a favourite of mine. I have also used the Peace and Joy stamp set and dies. So I love anything that cuts words out, whereas this one it goes that one step further in that you can stamp your word. You die cut it with this one here. And then if you want that little extra detail, I've done it in Pear Pizzaz, then you can do the skinnier word that will then layer up over the top. But then if you want the whole thing framed, then you have these framing dies around here. So there's actually 3 different layers to them. And then you've got all your little ones that kind of complement these. So on mine, I'm sending joy, because they're getting a little money gift in there, or a gift card. So we'll make a start on them. As I say, I'm using this DSP, and I have cut that to 4 inches by 9.5. So you're going to get 3 of these out of one sheet of 12 by 12 DSP. So it's actually quite an economical little pouch. And then we're going to use our more bulbous end of our scoring tool, because we don't want to rip our DSP. So the first score is going to be 1 5/8. Second score is 4 3/8. Next one is 5 5/8. And then the last one is 6 7/8. Okay, so I'll just say those again. So your first one is 1 5/8. Second is 4 3/8. Next one is 5 5/8, and then your last one is 6 7/8. Okay, so now you can put your scoring tool away and lift your bone folder. Okay, so this is my first score line. I know it's quite hard to see it on the checkered paper, but if you feel, I can feel it there. So you're going to crease away from you for your first one. Then I'm feeling for my next one. I'm creasing away for my second one. Then on the third one, which is here, I'm going to crease that towards me like that. Okay. Just make sure whenever you are creasing this, that you're creasing it, that the paper's lined up at each side. And then the last one, which is here, you're going to crease that towards you. So again, I'm just making sure my edges meet up. Okay, so that whenever you open this up, this is what you're going for. So I'll just repeat that. So your first one is creasing away, second one is creasing away, third one is this one is creasing towards you, and then the last one is creasing towards you. Okay, so once you've got to that stage, you are going to get a punch. I am going to use my 1.5 inch circle punch. Okay, so this little piece that is sticking up the middle, kind of grip it. And then on the punch, you'll see there's a halfway mark. So you are going to line your DSP up to that halfway mark, okay? Put a bit of tension on it, but don't punch it through, and just make sure that you're in the center from left to right. So I want to move that a little bit, just making sure that I'm on the center, and punch, okay? So that is that part. So whenever I hold it out, I'll just show you it like that. Okay, put your punch away, and your next step is, it's going to seem a bit random, but we are going to cut along this crease. Okay, cut that off completely. Okay, and then fold this in on itself, and we're going to put some double-sided tape on this. Now, you need to get your double-sided tape right to the edge. So I'll put it down, and then I will hold it in place so you can see where exactly I've put it. So down each edge, and then as close to that bottom edge as you possibly can get it, because you obviously need space in there to hold either the money or the gift card that you're going to put in there. Okay, so just hold that. You'll see it's down each edge and along the bottom. And then we are going to lay this back down on itself, so it's going the two pattern sides together. Now obviously tape isn't as forgiving as what wet glue would be, so just take your time with this and marry the two edges back up again. Okay. You could also use wet glue for this, but the problem with wet glue is if you put too much on, it kind of spreads out in between the two layers of paper, whereas tape doesn't. And if it spreads out in the layers of paper, then you're making the area for your card or your money to go in less. So I'm just going to see if this fits. So just be careful when you're feeding your gift card in that you don't make a bit of a mess of it. So that fits in there nice and snug. So then just bring this up front, and that is the actual main part of your little pouch done. So I have punched these little trees out as well. So I have punched these little trees out, and I also stamped my joy in real red, and then I cut the little bit out in Pear Pizzaz. So I'm just going to attach this now. Let it sit for a wee second to dry. So just line it up like that. I absolutely love these dies. And then I also stamped out sending in Mossy Meadow. So I'm going to use my real red sheer ribbon. It's a bit of a tongue twister. I'm going to set one of the trees down. I might actually change these to Mossy Meadow because the Pear Pizzaz is a bit lost on there. So I'm going to change my trees to Mossy Meadow. And need a glue dot just to stick the ribbon in place. So we'll set that there. Put your ribbon to the glue dot and then wrap that. Now you don't want this to be too tight. You want it to be workable so that you can slide this little band on and off, and it's not going to give much resistance. So wrap this up and around. Wee bit of tension, but not too much. Stick it to your glue dot and then use your ribbon scissors. Okay, so just get this in the right position. So I'm moving my tree down a little. And then I am going to put the other tree on top, and it's really just to enclose the ribbon. I'm going to put another glue dot there in the center where there isn't any ribbon. You can see that's pinged off already, so I need to stick that there to that. And just marry your punched out shapes together. And then the last thing we need to do is just to decorate that little tree. I can stick my joy to it like that, and then a little bit of glue on my sending. Just down in there in the back, and that is that complete. So very cute, but very effective and very quick. So hopefully this short tutorial will give you a little bit of inspiration on how to send a gift card, just make it a bit more creative rather than just putting it into a card. Thank you so much for joining me today. Have a lovely Christmas. Bye bye.